Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Thank you for visiting. If you have any comments or reactions to some of my content, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about them. I have 10 questions that I wrote down, and I'm targeting a female founder, a certain female founder, and I'm hoping that she will just humor me in the least little bit, because I thought these were legitimate questions. These are things I want to know. She's not obviously coming forth in her podcast about these situations, these questions that I'm asking about. So I figured if I ask her, maybe she would answer. It does say confessions of a female founder, does it not? And I didn't hear too many confessions. So I'm gonna ask 10 questions, and maybe she will answer me. I don't know. We'll just have to see, won't we? Number 1. Do you consider starting a business as a woman to be more complicated than starting as a man? I'll wait. Did you try to start a business as a man? Did you just use your name? Or were you okay, let's go over here as a woman and over here as a man? Do you consider yourself to be like Mary Kay of Mary Kay Cosmetics or Coco Chanel? Founders, like real founders. I mean, I'm serious. Vera Wang, Fenty Makeup, Emmy Weiss for Glossier Makeup, Hottie Zach of Third Love Intimates, Lisa Skeet Tatum, who is a founder of a business called Landit, and that is for women who want to start their business, have that kind of platform. Yuna Kim started Simple Habit, founded Simple Habit, which is kind of like a therapy type thing to get simple, to make your habits, kind of like that. And then we have Allison Robinson, who she founded the Mom Project, which is to build a business. It's to help businesses for mothers with young children, so that their businesses, they can raise their children and have businesses at the same time. Are there any tips you have to share about being successful? That was number 2. Again, I'll wait. Number 3. How do you go about obtaining a license? Did you just pick up yourself and say, hey, I'm going to start a business. This is what I'm going to do. Or were there any paperwork to fill out? I know that you had some issues over some business names and their tags, I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. They're trademarks. So I know you have some issues over there. Some of your issues, paperwork and such, may still need to be looked after and rethought. Say, hey, Odie. How did you realize, number 4, how did you realize your target consumers? How did you realize your target of buyers, and what gave you the ideas for your products? Was it something, hey, these are things I can make, these are things that are easy? Or did you really think about what maybe, I don't know. I don't know how you do that, because I'd like to know. This is something you're not forthcoming with in your podcast, and it's something I want to know. How did you think about your products? How did you do this? Who tested your products? With each product that you made, did somebody go behind you and say, hey, this is for human consumption, you can box this up, this is really gonna make a good recipe? Or did someone do their homework in some of your products and find that they were legit? Just asking questions. My 10 questions. My 10 questions. Okay, number 6. Did you create surveys about your consumers, about what your consumers would most likely be looking for? I can't read my writing. But that's what happens when your mind goes too fast. Did you create surveys about what consumers would most likely be looking for? Because there's a market out today. This market is a whole lot different than what the 70s, 80s, and 90s was about. Usually malls were still standing, and now malls are just about empty. You can buy anything on the internet. And the jam from the grocery store is probably a whole lot easier and a whole lot cheaper to buy. So would you like a new jam? Would you like a new way of mixing? Would you like a new pancake mix? I'm just asking. I'm just asking because I think a lot of people rely on Aunt Jemima and Bisquick. Anyway. As a consumer, this is number 7. I thought there were 10. But as a consumer, would you be inclined to purchase your own products at the asking price? I realize you have more money than I do. I realize you have more money than most people, but would you really consider buying your own products? Is this really what you would buy to put in your kitchen for your children, for your family? Just a thought. What is your return or dissatisfactory policy? Is there a 1-800 number? And are you backed by the Better Business Bureau? I've heard complaints that there is no 1-800 number. There is no return policy. I've heard people say that they were trying to find their product, but their product number doesn't seem to turn up on the computer. Is that legal? If they have their order number with them, but you can't find it in your computer, I don't see where this is legal. But I'm just asking. 10 questions. What exactly have you found? That's number 9. What did you found? Jelly? Spread? Jams? No. Pancake mix? No. Edible flowers? We've heard of them before. We actually know of a brand that does it for animals. Is that the same? Just saying. And there were like thousands. There were a myriad of things that were on your list of products, but for somehow we only got like 7 or 8 of them, I think. So I can't really see. Let me think of the number 10. What made you decide to go into business? What made you decide to start your American Riviera orchard or your As Ever? What made you decide that you were good about producing products and selling them? What made you... I want to know. I want to know what made you decide that you could be on the same spectrum with Coco Chanel and Mary Kay and these people, Vera Wang, and these other people that are up and coming. What made you decide that you were on that level? I want to know. I just had this question. I had it going through my mind, and I'm thinking, what would I want to know from a female? Well, she has Confessions of a Female Founder, her podcast, but she doesn't. Is it really telling us a whole lot? Is she? Isn't there more that you would like to know? What about the logistics of creating these packages? Not the packages themselves, but maybe these products, making them. and then distributing. Is that fun? Is it fun to watch? Is it something you yourself have a hand in? Did you go into the warehouse to box them? I mean, give us something. You're not giving us anything on your podcast. You're giving us this self-indulgent, self-love, self-appreciating, pat on the back word salad between you and another person, and it's not giving us any insight into what is really going on in your business. And that's not what we were promised. Maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I am too much. Well, anyway, if anybody else agrees or has another question that maybe she will answer, I mean, feel free to drop me a line down there below. Feel free to send me a comment, a like. Let me know what you think, because I'm really confused. I don't know what you founded, and I don't know. I don't know. You founded a company, but it's not going great. The products are having problems. The people are dissatisfied. There's no 1-800 number. What happens if someone calls Better Business Bureau on you? What happens? Just questions. I thought I'd ask. But anyway, I wish everybody a good night, and I hope I made sense. Okay. I hope I've made sense. I think I have. Maybe I'll just make sense to me. But anyway, drop me a comment. Give me a like. Subscribe. Share. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.